Among the Diné, there is one kind of power that is never, under any circumstances, called good. It is the power that works through witchcraft, potrix, through the evil one, and it attacks everything that is good. The old people said it plainly. Anything built on that power is never good, not ever. And there is an old story they still tell to teach exactly that, a story about a game of chance and a man who lost everything. This is the first thing to understand about evil. It does not share and it does not give, it only takes. In the old history of the Diné, there were people who carried great and terrible power, and the Anasazi are remembered as one of them. They did all kinds of things to their fellow beings. They enslaved them. They made sacrifices of the innocent to their dark gods. They did many, many evil things. And one such man, carrying that power hidden inside him, came among the Diné. The story goes that one day he challenged a Diné clan leader to a game of chance. At first, it seemed like nothing more than a way to pass an evening. But of course, he did not play alone. He played with the help of the evil one, his power woven into every move. So the moment the Diné man agreed and sat down across from him, the ending was already decided. As the game went on, the Diné man began to lose. First, he lost his property, his livestock, his goods, all of it, piece by piece, until it was gone. A wiser man might have stopped there. But that is the other thing about a game like this. It does not let you stop. So, with his property gone, he did what a desperate man does. He staked his own family and his wife, his children, his loved ones, and he lost them too. And when there was nothing left on the table, he put up the last thing he had. I will be the stake, he said. If I lose, you can have me. And he lost. And so this man became the property and the slave of the Anasazi. That is what evil takes. Not a little at a time and never gently. It takes your property, then it takes your family, and in the end it takes you. The relatives of that clan were heartbroken. A man was gone, his whole family with him, carried off into slavery, and there seemed to be no way to undo it. But somehow they came together and someone remembered. There is a young medicine man, they said, very young, but he has great ability, and the holy people listened to him. Let us go and get him. They went to him and asked, and the young man said, yes, I will do it, but I have conditions, and listen carefully to what he asked for. It is the heart of the story. He did not ask for a weapon. He did not ask for a stronger power to fight the Anasazi's power. He said, purify yourselves in the sweat lodges, become prayerful, pray for yourselves and for your people. Do that, and only then will I face this evil man to win some of you back. Because the way back from evil does not begin at the table where you lost. It begins long before, with making yourself clean and turning back toward what is sacred. The challenge was carried to the Anasazi, but he only laughed. You Diné have nothing I want, he said, for he already had the man and his family and everything they owned. But the young medicine man had watched him closely, and he knew this man was greedy, ruled by his own wants, that his hunger was the very thing that made him strong, and also the thing that could undo him. So with his wife he made a plan. They offered the Anasazi a stake his greed could not refuse. The Anasazi agreed, and the game began again. But this time was different. The young man did not sit down alone either. He was guided by the holy people at every turn. And he won again, and again. He won back the man who had been enslaved. He won back the family. He won back the property, all of it, everything lost at that table he carried home to his people. And from that day he was remembered by a single name, the one who wins you back. The old people did not tell this story for entertainment. They told it as a warning. The man lost everything because he sat at evil's table and played by its rules. And what he lost was won back only when the people turned away from that evil, to purity, to prayer, to the holy people. From that day the Diné warned their people firmly, do not gamble and do not bet away the things that matter. Not every game. They kept the games that teach, the winter games, the sticks and dice made to pass on history and how the world works. The danger was never the playing. The danger is the bet that can take everything. And the warning did not stay in the old stories. It came forward into our own time. In recent years, gambling came to the Navajo land. The casinos, the people remembered the old teaching, and when it was put to a vote, they said no, not once, but 3 times. And yet the gambling came anyway, brought in another way over their refusal. And to this day, the people see what it does. A man receives the little he has, carries it straight to the casino, and loses it all. And it is their own who lose the most. By far, most of those who sit at those tables are Navajo themselves. A warning told around a fire long ago turned out to be about today, because this is the one thing the old people never stopped saying. Evil does not build, it does not give, and it does not share. It only takes, and everything it touches it makes worse. It brings confusion and violence and the harming of the innocent. It even teaches people to hate, and the elders made one careful distinction worth keeping. It is right to hate the things that are not good, the evil itself, but it is not right to hate people. You hate what a person does, never who they are, because the moment you begin to hate the person, evil has won something from you too. And here the story stops being about a man long ago and starts being about you, because all of us sit down at tables we were never meant to play at. We wager our time on things that give nothing back. We bet our peace, our families, our health, our own good name, and we tell ourselves it is only a game. So before you put something down, ask yourself, what would it cost me to lose this? And if it is something you could not bear to lose, then maybe that is the one thing you were never meant to put on the table at all. You do not have to be Diné to keep this teaching. Take what helps you here and make it stronger in your own life. And if this story stayed with you, subscribe and walk the good path. There are more of these stories still to tell. Thank you for listening and for listening with respect. And those are the things we are told.